Please leave a message after the tone.
Tony, what are your final thoughts after today's game?
Well, another defeat under our belt. Very disappointed. Listen, the faults are there. You can see the faults. I can see the faults. Is it three? I don't know. All four might have been crosses in the box, but lack of physicality in our team today, and that was what stood out to me. I thought there was lots of good play, lots of build-up play, moved the ball around well. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to defend, and we obviously didn't have the personnel to defend well enough today against a physical, experienced strike force.
It's pretty galling that 4 attempts on goal have all gone in, isn't it?
It is. Let's just take it for what it is. We are pretty weak at the back today, physically against Stephen Fletcher, who I've known for 15 years or something like that. He's he's an international footballer, and obviously big and he comes on and heads the ball in. It's like boys against men, really, physically, is what I would say. And yet I thought there was lots of positives with the ball. I thought we looked a decent football team. And the positives that we'll have to take from that is that we will get better when we get the right players in and we become a physical unit as well as a decent football team. But at this moment, we're just, without 3 or 4 central defenders, 3 central defenders at the moment, it's tough.
You gave yourselves a route back in at 2-1, didn't you?
So it doesn't matter to me. I think it's what matters is that we are just a bit short in an area at the moment that we will hopefully strengthen by the start of the next game after the international break. As I said, I thought we looked a decent football team for long spells of that game, and yet simple crosses into the box, free headers in the net, and goals change games.
terms of the play that went up the other end of the park, you gave Joe Rothwell an opportunity today. There were opportunities for a few who got in the final third and in decent areas, didn't they?
Yeah, listen, Joe's a work in progress. If we're talking about Rothwell, goodness me, he can do some wonderful things, and then he drives me mad. He's like a little boy out there sometimes. That's pretty harsh to say that on the radio to you, but he's got a long way to go to be the footballer we want him to be, and yet he has amazing attributes and talent, but just doing it in flashes isn't enough.
There's no doubt that this break is coming at exactly the right time.
Well, it is for some injuries to come back. I think it gives us a chance to get some players fit. I think 2 weeks from now, I'd hope Mulgrew, I'd hope Lenihan, I'd hope Rodwell would all be available, and Murray Bell, and they will obviously strengthen us.
Buckley given an opportunity off the bench for his first appearance today. Played last night as well.
Yeah.
How much did he impress you with what he did when he came on?
He doesn't have to impress me on the pitch today. I know what he does. I know what his footballing talent. I know what he can do, and he's going to be a good footballer for our club, who plays forward and plays how I want the team to play. And so I'm just happy to give John his debut. Disappointing for the result on his debut, of course, for him, but he just delighted, I think, to get on the pitch, and because I know he's got a big future.
Just how keen are you, Tony, for the season not to peter out, really, to have a real positive end when you come back from the break? Because it's not been a good 6 to 8 weeks, has it?
Well, I think the team's performance level has been pretty consistent all year. I think people who look at results, it's very easy for people to say, oh, it's been terrible. And I know for a fact it hasn't been terrible. The results have been terrible, of course, but the team hasn't been terrible. There's been practically no drop-off, I would suggest. Lenihan missing has caused problems in an area where we need his power and his ability to go and deal with the first ball. Without him, we haven't had our ability to do that. But I think the team's performance level has been pretty consistent all year. They work really hard for each other. And yet we're suffering in one particular area of the pitch at the moment. As I said today, I think that with the ball, I think this team moved it around well, give them plenty of problems. I think we let them off the hook, really, I'd have to say, by the nature of their goals, because I think they felt the quality at times around us, that in the forward areas of the pitch we could open them up, but didn't punish them enough. Final pass again, like we've talked about recent weeks, really. At this moment it's both boxes, and they're not good enough in both boxes at the moment.
What's the state of play next couple of weeks? Will Mulgrew and Evans go away?
No, well, Evans has picked up a knock today, so whether he goes away, we'll wait and see, let them assess him, but Mulgrew won't be going anywhere. No, he needs to get fit and ready for the next game.
And will players be sort of taking a bit of rest time as well in this fortnight?
Well, not if they're injured, they won't be. No, they'll be getting themselves fit and ready for the next game. Players who played a lot of football will have a few days off, but then it's training next week, and from next Monday it's a normal week into the next game.